Mentoring the boy child to scale the walls of life is a timely theme for this occasion. A time for us to re-examine the state and the status of the boy child. We have a moral obligation and a duty to bring up our children in the right way by teaching them good ethics, work, and family values. As a teacher by profession, I know that teaching is not a profession, but a calling that requires passion, empathy, and kindness. As a champion for the boy child cause, I particularly take note of the commitment the government is in ensuring the war against drugs and illicit brews. While the government has an obligation to do this, it must take our collective responsibility to keep drugs and alcohol away from our children. By keeping our children away from today's distractions, we are securing their future, and we must do it intentionally and deliberately. In the world we are living today, we have merchants of death, and we have barons who are out there to destroy the youthful population in Africa and Kenya. And you young men, you must be careful not to fall into the trap and the satanic agenda that will destroy you. You have just demonstrated by the skit that I saw here that illicit brew and all these drugs will destroy you. I've been around this country now to know what I'm talking about. I'm not guessing. It is worse than you think. Right now from the north are coming injectables that are being brought to our children to inject themselves, and they are unable to control their sexual urges, and they are gang raping the women in the northeastern. There is an outcry there. A place where we have Muslim faith, people who have good culture, and because someone is sitting there and planning and scheming to destroy a good culture and religion, they give them, and what is happening there, you don't even want to imagine. The family also is the one that supports education, and education is an equalizer of every one of us. Some of us, if we didn't go to school, perhaps we will not even be standing here. Because I come from across, I grew up in a ghetto that is just, if you just knock this wall, you can walk across there. It's called Kiandutu. It's near Kiangombe there. That is where I grew up. And therefore, when we come as families to celebrate education, and finally to give prizes, it is the most important day in our lives.
Akwe comes from Kakuma refugee camp, but is one of the best students in Form 2 currently.
In the entire nation. Despite presenting more than 450 candidates to the Kenya National Examination Council, Thika High School, in March this year, the chief guest visited our school at the chapel grounds for the annual prayer day. She encouraged us to, you are a pillar not only in Kenya, but the whole world. Your Excellency, another area that we like and we do excel in is sports. Excellency, I'm very sure if we had a swimming pool, our brother could have maneuvered all the way to East Africa. After consulting we as 2024 candidates, we promise as your sons that we are going to produce the best research ever in Thika High School. This is because of the very good strategic programs introduced by our able chief principal.
Asante sana mwenyekiti wa wanafunzi. Atafuata kwa nafasi mgeni rasmi mwalimu mkuu na mwenyeji wetu Bwana Julius Moraya. Tupige makofi.
The Member of Parliament of VAR, Mr. Maina Karofia. Regional Director Representative, Dr. Munene. The County Director of Education, Mr. Wajohi. The Deputy Secretary General, PCA, who has preached to us, and we have listened to his word, to where it is, Your Excellency.